Oh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. No, just kidding. This is not YouTube. But this is my website, so welcome, welcome. My name is Monica Zakara, and today we're gonna be having a little discussion about communication. So, we're gonna break it down for you. Communication, by definition, is a process in which humans share ideas, attitudes, and information with each other. This process, it is ongoing and dynamic, and just like a lot of things in life, unfortunately, it's got its complications. Well, let's go back in time to our founding fathers of America. For the government back then to communicate with one another, they had to write a letter with a feather.
What?
Make sure the letter is legible, and then get on a horse and trot away to their destination. That could have taken days. Gosh, thank God I live in 2019, because Steve Jobs, you are a hero. The iPhone and automobiles are a great invention. So let's just dive on in to the communication model, where we are going to break it down. So, the communication model has a few components. First, we have a sender or a source. The sender is the person who's sharing the information, the ideas, the attitudes. We also have the receiver, and the receiver is the person or the audience who the message is intended to be shared with. And third of all, we have the message. Now, the message is whatever the sender wants to share with the receiver. So, the message always starts with an idea, and then it is encoded into symbols, which could be either pictures or words. And then we have a little thing called the channel. Now, the channel is the way that we send out our messages. So it could be through books, movies, radio, TV, it could be through our senses, it could be pretty much any way. Last part of the communication process is feedback. And feedback is when the receiver or the audience responds back to the sender. So with feedback, we can see if the message was correctly understood, and if not, we've got to modify it, because if we don't understand the message, then let's say that the message doesn't go through and there's some interference. Well, some forms of interference could be that the print on the poster is maybe a little too small for you to read, or your friend sends you a blurry picture of the guy that she's talking to and tries to make him seem hot, but he's not. Or the other person on the other line is talking too softly. These are all forms of interference. For example, you and a friend are having a conversation and she pulls out a vocabulary word that you've never heard of and just does not make sense to the conversation. And you're just like, what the f***? Where the heck did you hear that? This is called semantic noise. Now, we have to remember that even though we know that the other person is familiar with the symbol, it doesn't mean that they're picturing the same thing. They could be picturing something else. So to wrap this all up, communication goes through its own process. This is Monica Zakara, and thank you guys for watching my little interpretation of the communication process. See ya!